Yeah, Marc Lamont been shooting at Mel heavy, man, on on the JBP, man. It's kind of funny, but and I know Mel is cool with it because Mel, she takes it well. I like Mel on the show. A lot of people, I know some. I've been looking at like in the little JBP communities and listening online, little people who do they think piece videos and stuff. A lot of them think Mel either they trying to push her out or they trying to or she wants out or whatever, you know, the dog paddling theory they have, narrative they got going on with her. But I think she cool with it. For one, not just because of the money, but she knows like she's just in there with a bunch of like big brothers. Sometimes she get heated, of course, when they do too much, like you would if you live with big brothers. But I think she look at them like big brothers, just good ribbing, good natured ribbing. And when it gets out of line, she'll check them and let it be known, as a female gonna do. So I don't see nothing wrong with the dynamic. I know a lot of people who look into this stuff maybe a little deeper think she's not the best potter or she pouts and they got all this little stuff, reading body language and all that. But I think it's cool. I like her on the show. I think she cute. I think the little stuff she say be cute sometimes. It be goofy, out of place. Like, it's cute. It's like a female. Like she's like a cute female just trying to talk about certain stuff that she don't have no place in. It'd be funny. She'll say little stuff and be out of line. I'm like, oh, look at her. That's how I look at it. Like, oh, look at her. And then sometimes she get off, of course, on the feminine stuff. I mean, that's just a woman. So what? Male versus female, gender wars. Like, no big deal. She gonna take some stuff. She'll take the women's side. Ain't no big deal. I mean, it is what it is. You need that on the show. That's why Joe was smart to bring a woman on there. So I think Mel cool. But anyway, I was just saying, Marc Lamont Hill shot at her on this last episode, but it was crazy. She got heated at that. Like she can tell she felt the type of way. He just said something about she was just talking about, you know, her and Superhead, you know, that Superhead thing going on, that little dynamic they've been having with Joe and how she feels and juxtaposing herself against Superhead. Then basically he said something to the something in the nature of, now you see how people view you as opposed to how you think you view yourself. And it was just kind of crazy because she was flirting with Steve Harvey. It was the flirting with Steve Harvey clip. And she's like, this is what I do. Like, this is part of my role I put on when I go out, I flirt, which is, I can see. She like that Marilyn Monroe type, that when white girls do it, just call it flirty and stuff. Like, she's just flirty, feminine. She probably, like a lot of good looking women like to flirt. They don't even want to get clapped all the time or be trying to get on. A lot of good women, even, they just like to flirt. I mean, I know that Steve Harvey, and naturally, a man might be saying she's trying to put herself in the position, you know, to get to that bread, of course. I ain't as ignorant to that, but women just like to flirt. Some beautiful women like attention, just like on Instagram. Some women just like the likes. They'll have a whole Instagram page not monetizing it, but they just like the likes. They like the attention. So I don't doubt that Mel might have just been flirting with Steve, making him feel good, looking at him like the OG, trying to flirt with him, knowing that he like a young woman, just being flirty. And that's what she said. But a lot of men, and sometimes I might fall into this, and then her video Vixen days, they trying to look at, making it seem like she's trying to set that pussy out there. and she just like, I'm flirting. So Mark made that comment about, you see how people view you as part of us. She's like, whoa, I see how you view me, like basically saying like I'm some whore or something just because I'm flirting. Like, no, sometimes I just like to flirt or whatever. Like, so she had just, you could tell she felt the way. She got quiet for a minute after that too. And Marc Lamont felt a certain type of way. He was trying to filibuster the whole day and kind of trying to cozy, be a little nicer to her, like, you know what I mean, trying to kind of make up for that comment or whatever. Like, you could tell he felt the way about making a comment. He knew that she felt the way about making a comment, and it might have went too far, you know. But Mel plays into it too, though, because Mel talks about her quote unquote roster, and she don't say names, but she always alludes to having relations or being in relations or being in the being in the area code, in the orbit of powerful men and people with money. And she liked to allude to that stuff. And she liked to be classy, but try to let her know that she fucks still. She still get clapped by guys who have some prominence or quote unquote high value men. So she plays into it. And I be looking at it sometimes like, Mel, now you want to be viewed a certain way, but you always talking about your roster and how you've been with this man, and you talk about all these different guys you mess with through the pod. So you kind of giving yourself, you putting your own jacket on yourself as far as being kind of maybe loose with the cooch, or you know what I mean. So you putting that jacket on yourself, like you playing into the whore. They be making little comments They be making Joe Cole or making the little comments, sub comments that don't call her a whore, but at the same time calling her a whore. Like, you know what I mean? Like that time when Cam and them got on Mel, and they was getting on Mel, and Joe made a comment. Joe was acting like he was taking up for her. He was talking like, yeah, blah blah. You niggas don't even get, y'all niggas don't even play for, you niggas don't even pay for the expensive escorts. Y'all get the nasty escorts. Like, he started laughing and stuff, blah blah blah, because they had said Mel got clapped by Ice-T for like 5 stacks back in the day, or 2,500, I think, or something like that. Like, and that's what Cam said. So, and then Joe making jokes like, you niggas don't even pay for the good escorts. You niggas nasty. Like, blah, blah. So it's just stuff like that, and she let stuff like that ride. And then she play into the roster talk, and she'd be there, amp her up, and then she'd be trying to make like, oh, I'll let you know off camera about blah blah blah. Like, so you playing into the whoredom. So when guys like Marc Lamont make a comment like that and talk about how people view you, when people say it like that, how they view you, it hits the home. Like, oh, you view me like a whore. I thought I was just a flirty woman who, a single flirty woman who can choose to be who I want. I'm single, no children, I'm flirty, but you view me this way. And she may not be a whore. She just may be a single woman. You know what I mean? I guess that is who she is, you know what I mean? But they know that the way she moves combined with her being a video vixen, and people associating video vixen with whore, which I don't necessarily associate that with. Mel never had a reputation of being a whore. She was just a video vixen. So people kind of just loosely associate that with escorts or whores for the rappers. You just get clapped. And she might have clapped a few rappers, but that don't mean she was a whore or escort, you know what I mean? But she don't like that that's viewed in that way. That the video vixen era is viewed in that way, and Superhead, she feel like Superhead kind of perpetuated that. So anyway, all that comes around to say, when somebody make a comment like Marc Lamont shooting there like, bow, you see how they view you? That was kind of a low blow. Like, damn, Mark, why you keep going there, dicking there like that? We know how she feels about that. We know how we view, as men view video vixens. She knows how y'all view video vixens herself, and how y'all view her in relation to that. Like, you just pow, and like, you shooting at there like that. Like, is your wife putting you up to that? I don't know. But she didn't like that comment, and she let me know, like, damn, I see where we at. Like, I can just tell. Some of them little comments like makes you rhythm. Like, me and some of my homies, we shoot at each other. You know what I mean? That's what we do. We shoot at each other. It might get personal, and we didn't mean to. You know what I mean? But that's how we shoot at each other. And I think as a sister, she didn't like that comment, but I think she cool with it. She still kind of take it as a sisterly way. I think because she likes Marc Lamont. She knows she's in the locker room, and she just gotta shoot back sometimes. And she be tempted to too. She just gotta get a little better at shooting back. I'm out. Be good.